Today, we're going to explore a really simple story, but one with, a pretty profound message. It's all about purpose, our imperfections, and the surprising beauty that can come from what we think are our biggest failures.
So, let me ask you this. Have you ever poured your absolute heart and soul into something, day in and day out, only to feel like all your effort is just disappearing? Like you're just spinning your wheels with nothing real to show for it all?
Well, our story today is about a young man who feels exactly that way. He's lost, he's dejected, and he's totally convinced that his daily struggles just don't amount to anything at all.
So he goes looking for some guidance, and he finds this wise mentor. But instead of some big, grand piece of advice, the mentor gives him a task. A task that seems really simple, but, has a very confusing catch. The young man gets handed this old, cracked bucket, and the instructions? They sound easy enough. Walk down to the river, fill this thing to the brim with water, and then just carry it all the way back. The problem, of course, is the crack. So the young man gets started. He makes the long walk to the river under the hot sun. He fills the bucket right up until water is sloshing over the sides, and then he starts that long, heavy journey back. And you know what happens? With every single step he takes, water just streams out of that crack. He tries walking faster, he tries holding it steadier, but it's just no use. By the time he gets back, the bucket is almost completely empty.
And this goes on for a whole week. The same long walk, the same cracked bucket, and the same disappointing result every single time. And that little bit of hope he started with, well, it sours into frustration, and then eventually just this deep, sinking feeling of failure.
Finally, with his shoulders slumped in defeat, he goes back to his mentor. He feels like a total failure, you know? He couldn't even complete this one simple thing he was asked to do.
But the wise mentor, he doesn't seem disappointed at all. He just smiles. And this right here is the turning point. The mentor is about to show him a whole new perspective, something the young man just couldn't see on his own.
With a really gentle voice, the mentor asks him to come along, to walk back down that very same path that had caused him so much frustration.
And the mentor points to one side of the path. It's just what you'd expect. It's dry, it's dusty, totally barren. But then he gestures to the other side of the path, the side where the cracked bucket always hung. And there's this vibrant, incredible line of lush green grass and beautiful, colorful flowers, stretching all the way back from the river.
The young man just stares, in complete disbelief. He was so focused on the empty bucket, so focused on his failure, that he never once even noticed the life that was blooming right there beside him.
And the mentor explains the truth. He says, "You weren't failing, you were watering. The very flaw you saw in the bucket, it has nourished life all along this path."
So what does this story have to do with our own lives? I mean, it's not really about a bucket, is it? It's about learning to embrace our own imperfections, our own cracks.
This story kind of redefines what success even means. It suggests that maybe true happiness isn't just about achieving that perfect outcome, but about valuing the journey and the unexpected impact we have along the way.
So what's the real takeaway here? Well, it's that we all have flaws, just like that cracked bucket. We all make mistakes. But these cracks, our vulnerabilities, our so-called failures, they can actually create some really unexpected beauty and growth. Our journey has this unseen impact, nourishing things and people in ways we might not even realize, even when we feel like we're coming up empty. Your efforts are not meaningless. The path you're walking is being watered by your journey, even if you can't see the flowers yet. Till then, stay patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward in life.